Can you guys do that one more time? Get the audience into the groove.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
Joelle, where's that music?
Yeah, I want more of that music.
This is the last segment of the show. What we do is we give everybody a few seconds, 30 seconds, to answer a question. In some cases, they're just one-word answers. We've got a bunch of panelists here. We've got Brian Vogelsang, we've got Maxim, we've got Jay Latta, we've got Lisa Watts, we've got Ahola Ward, we've got Paige Dansinger, we've got Amy Peck, and we've got myself asking the questions. So let's get to it. Everybody, one word for Miami. Amy?
Muggy.
Hot.
Extra. Extra hot.
That's two words. Oh,
What did you say, Jay?
Jay.
Show-offs.
Show-offs, okay.
Fancy.
Yeah, fabulous.
Fabulous.
Oh.
All right, everybody. Are
Brian's
we really
pandering.
calling this the metaverse, Paige?
Yes. Why not?
Are we calling what the metaverse?
Are we calling this the metaverse? Is the metaverse, is this the thing that we're calling it? Is this
No,
this it?
that is not what we're calling it.
What are we calling it?
We're calling it any reality that we want to be in. We don't need to call it the thing. We just need to understand that we're moving across digital realms. That's it.
Right.
We're not calling it the metaverse. It doesn't have to be the metaverse.
Disagree. I'll take it any day over AR, XR, MR, GR, KR.
But we're not calling it
all
that
the R's.
either.
Well, I missed the memo. I just think metaverse is cleaner. I don't like it. I don't like that Facebook is trying to own it, but it only proves that Facebook hates itself too.
Wow.
Lisa?
My word.
Yeah.
Is it metaverse or metaverses? That's what I really want to know.
Metaverse I.
Metaverse
Metaverse-esque.
That's my
Metaverse together.
Well, in
Fair
Tony
point.
Parisi's 7 rules, one of the 7 rules is
My 30 seconds.
there. Well, okay.
Yes, Jay.
Thank you
Jay
for your
versus
Amy.
Sorry.
So,
Spicy.
you are right, versus. It's not just one.
Right.
It's versus. Like I already said in Madeira, right? Many verses. If it's the chill verse, if it's the work verse, if it's the per verse, it doesn't matter. It's simply to connect multiple verses.
Maxim.
My goodness. I keep hearing...
Minus 30 seconds.
That's my theme tune today. That's
20.
it.
Let's go.
With the voices. Oh, my word. I keep hearing about metaverses, this particular metaverse, that metaverse. The metaverse, in my view, is a set of universal standards for interoperability between experiences, platforms, services. And so thank you very much. I'm interested in the services that are connected. That's
All right.
the metaverse.
Brian Vogelsang.
We'll find out. We'll know someday, but I don't know right now.
Okay, fair enough. What is the killer app or uses for what we're doing here, immersive technology, next year?
Oh,
Amy.
do I have to go now? Okay.
Yes, you do.
And only 30 seconds?
Well,
It's really what Maxim said. I think what we all said. How do we connect ourselves on a global level? Because we have our family, our friends, I'm keeping an eye on the clock, family, friends, community, state, country, and it stops there. Like, we can connect ourselves as a global village, and we can use these virtual environments to do that.
All right, new clock. Paige.
Not only can we connect across our communities and worlds, but we can also connect deeper into our own primordial histories and our cells and our well-being and in our brains. So we have a lot of opportunities to connect as far and as deep as only our imaginations define.
Let's get that volume down on that clock a little
Thank
bit. That'd be
you.
great.
I love that.
Thank you, Ann.
No, and I yield my time to the senator from LA.
No, wait, what?
I don't know where you're from, but anymore.
Oh,
but
you're
yes.
you're giving your time to me so I can
Yes,
waffle
because my
some more?
answer is no, because there is no killer app that's going to happen. in
No,
the
that I agree with. It is
Yeah,
not.
there's
It's
no
not about
killer
a
app.
killer
I just wanted to hear
utility.
more from Amy, 'cause
Killer
she's amazing.
utility. How do we use this on a day-to-day basis to make our lives better and to make the lives better of the people around us?
All right, new clock. Lisa Watts.
Lisa Watts.
I think the main thing we've got to remember is we've just got to get from first in Main to second in Main, right? Get everybody in the bus going the same direction. And one of the things that has to work well is the translation of data from 2D to 3D and the understanding that it's people that this is meant for at the end of the day.
All right, new clock. Thank you, Lisa. Latta.
Yeah, so the thing is, all of these apps that everyone is developing, where we just copy the real reality into some kind of crappy X reality, whatever it is, this will not be sustainable. The thing is, we are visually oriented beings. We need to see, we need to experience. It's about to decomplexitize our highly complex environments. So it's from humans, for humans, explainable. This is the main superpower.
Great answer. Thanks, Jay. Maxim.
Okay, I'll tell you the killer app. The concept of the metaverse itself is the killer app because it provides an important function. It's time for us as a species to mature out of and grow through the concept of them and us. There never has been a them. It's always just been us. We're all in it together, and the metaverse is providing that connection. That's the killer app.
Ah, Brian.
Did that in 20 as well.
Diplomatic.
Oh, where?
I also agree. I don't think there's a killer app. I think that this is an evolving space, an evolving set of technology. We're probably in the next year not going to see the thing that takes hold. Obviously, a little bit in VR. We've seen tremendous traction with gaming and entertainment. In augmented reality, we're big believers in and helping enable the foundation for at Qualcomm. We see getting people to use these experiences outdoors and be able to, the real world metaverse is a thing that I think we'll see in the 2023 timeframe.
Okay, thank you. Brian, we're going to start with you on this one.
Okay.
Is Web3 relevant to the metaverse?
I think so. Yeah, I think that OpenXR and the work that's happening between Open Standards and WebXR is going to be an important part of this whole thing evolving, and to the links between Web3 and the work happening in WebXR and wallets and microtransactions and all that stuff's going to be highly relevant for the future of XR. So yes.
Maxim.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of technology is providing infrastructure, right? And again, I don't think the metaverse is a thing. It's a set of ideas, it's a set of technologies that allow us to achieve particular outcomes, and in an interoperable, connected, universal way. And so Web3, 100%. We need this infrastructure in place to facilitate those things happening, so yes.
No.
Okay.
Of course not. It's just one slice. Metaverse itself is the visualization layer. It's these data layers that are connecting the verses and so on. Web3 is just one technological layer for specific use cases, period.
I'll take it. Lisa?
I think he agreed.
I agree with Jay. It's a evolution of we got Web 1 to Web 2 to Web 3. It's really just the next evolution of technology, and it's an infrastructure piece that needs to be there as we try to connect people and information and data in a way that allows them to control that information and data. So it's a tool, it's not the thing.
Ann?
Heart says yes, head says no. It's great in theory. These are two mythical kingdoms coming together. You want the good guys and the cool guys and the fringe guys. You want them all to work together. But at the end of the day, somebody's got to answer the phone when there's problems. Someone's got to pay the bill. Someone's got to pay the tab. Web3 as it relates to, say, borderless payments, absolutely. But look how that's working in gaming right now, right? So I don't know. I'm going to middle of the road this so later I can say I was right.
Paige?
Yes,
pundits do.
and it's relevant, but equally so, and it's important, are like home gaming systems and mobile integrations and AR and like everything. We need it all. So the best tool is the tool that meets the people where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Amy, take us to school.
Yeah, I actually am just going to piggyback on what Paige said, that there's a book by a photographer, very well-known photographer, and it's just called The Best Camera is the One That's With You. And so I think that that's kind of the case, and we're getting too stuck on the technology. What do we want our future to look like? And then let's backfill with technology and pave the path with the technology. But like, let's be a little bit more visionary with our own lives. And I didn't even say that in a British accent, and I got applause. Wow.
Brian, we'll start with you again. 10 years from now, VR, AR, holograms, which one of these immersive technologies, or any other technology, is going to be around 10 years from now? What's happening in 10 years?
So I think that we're going to see a convergence between augmented and virtual reality at some level. So we're already seeing that starting to happen with mixed reality, where we have VR devices that can pass through, and you can see the real world and augmented reality experiences. So, but I think as the form factors evolve, we'll be able to pick which of those we want to be a part of, and I think that's going to happen in the next 10 years for sure.
Excellent, Maxim.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're seeing this convergence. Naturally, AR, mixed reality, this is the direction it's going to go. But there's nothing to stop you having a VR experience using technology that's designed for AR. What I'm really interested in is smart environments, haptic feedback devices, putting aside things like Neuralink and direct injections into the hypothalamus, and never mind all of that. I'm interested to see a more sensory experience as part of the AR participation. I think that's really interesting.
Time's up, Jay.
So, convergence, cool, yes, nice, yeah. No, in 10 years, bring computer interfaces. Not just Neuralink, no, it sucks. We will talk here about non-invasive neural interfaces that you just put on, where you will get directly the feed. You don't need any glasses. You will use the kind of technology that you need for your specific task. If it's smart contact lenses, if it's, let's say, a smart bracelet that does anything, if you need all of this, you just put on your HMI or BCI, however, and you will get including the haptic, the sensory, the smell, directly into your cortex.
Beam crossing.
Lisa.
Well, I think we like to buy into this fallacy of what I call 7, 8, 9, right? We had VR, and then AR came along and ate VR, and then MR ate them both. It's like, I just don't think it's going to happen. Humans are by nature different. Each of us is different. We all want to have an interface that suits us. So I think there will be evolutions of screens and different kinds of technology. There will still be an explosion of different devices. And it's going to be choice for users, and I think it's going to be a great thing. And
Time's up.
That's it.
And
well, first of all, I reject the question. It's extremely binary. I don't think that that's a logical grouping either on a technical level, because I can be in AR and technically looking at holograms. So reject the writer, whoever you are, don't like it. I think it's going to basically be what it's going to be. It's going to evolve naturally. I think we're going to find that AR is still the darling because people were using it before they knew they were using it. It's had its killer moment, whereas none of these other things have. I don't know if you've been to Vegas and seen a creepy hologram.
Time's
show,
up.
But still icky.
Paige.
Dramatic tension.
I think that, if you will it is no dream in the metaverse. And you're only limited by your imagination at best. So whatever it is that we're going to be playing with, creating and engaging communities and industries, better just be made by for all people, so that we see way more diverse voices throughout the entire experience. So it better happen next year, not in 10 years.
Got it. Amy.
Right.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen with me in 10 years. My hologram's going to be up. My slides are going to show. I'm going to be home napping.
What is the number 1 thing a startup can do to create a network effect for their product, Amy?
Build something good. It's that simple.
Right?
Build something good for a customer, not for your developers.
Paige.
To build on your building something good, right? Good design, good principles, good foundations.
Human-centric.
Right, yes. But building a good opportunity to leverage more people to participate.
Since Amy took my answer, product market fit, number one, no amount of good marketing by a seasoned pro like myself, CircleClick.com, can you actually create it with marketing, like understanding, doing the research, look at your competitors. Every startup likes to think they don't have them, they actually do. So don't put your head in the sand, actually get feedback, listen to the feedback, and, you know, don't hire your friends.
Lisa.
I think it's establishing partnerships that drive value. What I see still happening in our space, we kind of get into an echo chamber, and then we have silos of things that happen. It's through driving value bidirectionally, you know, through partnerships and to users. Just value, value, value. Just think value.
J. Latta.
Advice to all the startups: whenever you see me as one of the judges, do not bullshit around. I do not want to hear if X and Y would have a child, or metaverse is an $18 trillion business, or we are the Uber of whatever. If I hear this, I will pull you off the stage. I want to hear things that will solve your problem. I do not want to hear how much fucking money you will make.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, Jay. Maxim, tough act to follow.
So
Shots fired.
everything they said, right? Just imagine I said all of that. But I would also say, seek to serve a fundamental human need. Start with Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Provide a tool, a service, a product that makes life easier for human beings to be human beings and to remove barriers to the experiences that we want to have. Everybody wants to connect. Everybody loves to be loved. Everybody gets hungry. Everybody needs naps. I'm looking for a nap app. So serve fundamental human needs and everything they said.
I think that guy's already coding it.
He's actually napping.
I think that AI might be, that open AI might be
Hey,
coding
you had
it
to
right
start
now.
doing
Putting it right now.
Yeah. We got Brian.
All right, I'd say like go very narrow and go very deep. So pick a niche and really focus on understanding that in absolute depth, and then solve the problems, you know, like no one else can in that vertical.
I
Does
want to
any-
add that
now,
answer to my
I have a question for the audience. Does anyone know who the grown-up in the group is? Brian.
Yay for the grown-up.
Keeps us smart.
And probably the most important question that I'm going to ask you, and it's the last question. What do you most want to do in the metaverse, Brian?
What do I most want to do in the metaverse? Did we have to start with me?
Yes, we do.
What did I say about the metaverse earlier? I said maybe it's going to come or not. I think my view on it is I probably want to travel. I travel, you know, a lot, but I don't get to spend a lot of time because I'm doing it for work. And I think if I could like teleport places, if I could explore places that I'm not able to go to and have, you know, time to visit them, that would be amazing.
Thank you. Maxim.
Man, that is tough. Okay, I don't believe human consciousness really understands time or space. And I believe that dreams are consciousness unfettered by physics. That makes a lot more sense after tequila. But I want to have experiences that are like lucid dreams in the metaverse.
Magic mushrooms. I have two answers. The first one, what I want. I would misuse my personal metaverse, my personal J-verse, as a retreat. Only my own space with everything what I need. The second answer is, for everyone else, an experience that shows you how small we humans are. So to experience like an astronaut, how fragile our shell is, how important it is. Maybe then we will start thinking about to change ourselves, to becoming part of a circular society.
Swats.
For me, I would love, from Harry Potter, like the pensive, right? To be able to take all of the stuff out of my head and be able to just put it, first to unburden myself, but then to be able to leverage technology to then reform that and come, you know, it's almost a second brain, I think. To free my brain and then have a second brain that I could interact with and help me think about things in new ways. So I'm not just stuck in my own head. I can have a second head.
So you'd be stuck in two heads then.
Second two heads.
What about the relationship?
Just that whole thing.
It's like
And
4 Advil.
Yeah, somebody's got to make me a pensive.
Digital immortality. I would like to have my own version of myself, AI approved, coded, so that the people that miss me when I'm gone can talk to me, and they can hang out and chill with me, and I don't have to be there.
Nice.
Probably
Paige.
that in real
Yes.
life.
So I would like to build games, experiences, worlds that dissolve isolation and feelings of overwhelming powerlessness, so that people are able to better work together and solve problems with people that they may see as neighbors, but as well as others. So for whether they're going to be taking on climate impacts or social justice or racism, they're able to work better together.
all right, Amy.
All right.
Last one.
Yeah. I mean, I think all of these things, but I like the idea of having a world that doesn't just mirror exactly what we already have. That we've all collectively been really creative, and we have a want-based build of these virtual realms that, through experimentation, we've landed on things that just help us be more human. But I really want to be able to teleport. Like, I love that. And then I'm using a BCI. Wherever I am, understand the culture and speak the language fluently, and then again the nap thing. Like, I'm back on the naps.
I want to know what Jay Latta's personal playland looks like, but
Oh,
Terrifying.
Probably terrifying. You will never know because it's very private.
I know. All right, I think that was it. That's it. Those are all the questions I'm asking everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
I love the way you speak about things.
All right, are we off this?
All right, come on up, Nathan.
Go drink.
They're being
Oh, we've got one more. We've got one more.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
Can everybody, yeah, everybody stay on stage.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, one more.
We're
minute.
dancing
Oh,
off the
don't
staying
stage.
here. We're staying here, guys.
Stay here.
Staying
Yeah,
here?
we're staying
Stay
here.
here. Oh,
We have a
so
video.
confusing.
We have a video.
Oh, we
coming.
do?
Okay.
Oh.
What's happening?
Play that video,
Smile,
DJ.
everybody.
I'm not dancing.
Yeah. Is this the flash dance?
Is this a flash?
The flash mob?
Miami.
Turn it up.
So quiet. Turn it up. Volume.
Woo!
Joelle, can we roll the video? We have it ready?
What is happening?
Not yet. All right, we'll save the best for last then. We have a rockin' video. So I asked everybody to stay up here because I feel like what I've experienced the last few days, it's not about any one person, it's not about any one company, any one solution, it's about all of us. And it's been really incredible, I think. The last few days I've gone around and asked people how they're doing, what they're feeling, and everybody tells me that they're feeling like just incredible amounts of like love and inspiration, and so it's been a true honor, and I'm among rock stars up here in XR, so let's give them a hand. Rock stars in the audience, let's give us a hand. And so our theme has been inspiration delivered. So I hope that being here has inspired you in some way. I know we all have different ways that we look at this industry, different verticals. We all have different priorities, but what we tried to do is create a place that you could come and really be inspired by the venue. I know Cam loves it. It's his favorite place here in Miami. The Fontainebleau Hotel. What an incredible venue this is. Let's give a round of applause for the Fontainebleau team. The audio-visual team. Woo! You guys rocked. Chad in the back for everything he's done. Woo! Marco Vargas, wherever you are, come up on stage. You deserve it. So if I could, I'd have everybody on stage. But, you know, I think when we leave here, don't walk out of this room even and say that, like, hey, it's over. I think somebody behind the stage said, hey, we're almost done. And I just kind of jokingly said, it's only just begun, my friend. And it's all about like what we take out of here and what actions we put into place. And so, you know, a few themes that I just wanted to hit home with everybody. When we talk about all this technology, it's fascinating, it's phenomenal. We all learn about business growth. But one of the themes that I was trying to convey over the course of the last few days is to do good in the world. We have a responsibility, and we also have the ability as thought leaders, and we can all do better. And so I want you to hopefully remember the Metaverse for Good pledge. We announced a Metaverse for Good pledge. We're going to be sending out kind of a badge that you can put on your website, on your social media, and it has the green pill on it, which is a metaphorical mindset for how we put technology into the world to do good, but we never forget the harm that it could cause. So hopefully you embrace that. Hopefully you embrace Exponential Destiny, who are really trying to help children all over the world. They're trying to educate them on metaverse technologies so that they feel empowered and educated and have the tools to do something more than they ever thought they could. And I also hope you embrace the women of the future. They launched their book.
Yeah. Go buy a book. They're great gifts.
Yes,
no,
go buy a book.
serious.
They were sold out, I think. They sold out the other day.
Okay, buy the next round.
That's right. But seriously, it's really awesome. And I think we strive at this conference to really have like equality, inclusiveness, accessibility. And I said this yesterday at the book kind of launch event. We're not done yet. We can do better. And so a lot of times we think about, you know, it being a numbers game. Do we have 50% women to men on the stage? And while that's a start, it's not at all what we need to do. So I know that. Everybody in our organization knows that. I think everybody in this room knows it. So it's about creating safe spaces. It's about creating awareness for everybody, promoting that, and really just facilitating the empowerment of everyone. So I want you to remember that, hopefully, going forward. And think about what we do after the fact. And so while inspiration delivered was the theme, I left everybody with this when we left Madeira Island, and I'll say it again. In everything we do, like instead of 2 words, inspiration delivered, I'd like to say, let's think about the theme, love. And everything you do, have love, have passion about it, and do good with it, and everybody wins. So with that, hopefully we've got the video keyed up. Thank you. We're missing sound, guys.
Partnership with all the great
If you haven't heard, what a better way to share love than 60 bottles of champagne out there in the foray. So let's go have a drink and toast and go out there and do good in the world. Thank you.